Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Walmart Wednesday show. Today, it's just Heather and I. We are missing Reno. He is busy at work on his other business with his pet products on Chewy. And so it's just us girls, but we have lots of fun stuff. Today, we are going to be going over and showing the other tool made by Martyr called MOA. Do you know what that stands for?
I think it's like Martyr and then OA, online arbitrage.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, but I didn't want to mistake. It's a little bit like tactical arbitrage for Walmart is the best way I can explain it. Not 100% like tactical arbitrage, but it just has that feeling to it to
Yeah,
me.
it's definitely going to feel like Nepetto if anybody's used that, I think, because it's kind of a sister. It's the same company.
Yeah, I did know that, and I've never used Nepetto. I've seen it, I've seen videos on it, but I've never been a purchaser or user of it personally. Um, Today, we like to start off our show with some Q&A. I know we don't have a big audience yet because, we just started this towards the tail end of Q4 doing our Walmart Wednesday show. But if anybody has questions, you can put them in the chat. We can answer previous questions that we see in the Facebook groups. We will also have Heather's Walmart Wednesday sourcing tip that she'll give on every show. And I'm going to be using MOA and showing you how to use that. Did I leave anything out?
Gosh, I think we're gonna mention taxes too.
Yes, yeah, how to locate your 1099s, and because it is getting time to get your taxes done. Now, with taxes, I do want to mention that because this is a mistake I made in my first year of having an LLC. My LLC is a multi-member LLC. My mother and I are business partners in our LLC because um, we have more than just one business, and they're all lumped together under the same LLC. So if you're a multi-member LLC, your tax return for your business is due a month before the general taxes due in April. The first year I didn't know that, and I filed my taxes in April and they were considered late. I'd have my CPA clean it all up, write a letter because I didn't know. So if you are a multi-member LLC, your taxes are due March 15th. And then your personal taxes, which would be done separately, are going to be due in April.
Yeah, and we're not tax professionals, and I'm certainly someone who's filed for extensions the last 2 years, so you probably shouldn't listen to anything I have to say about taxes, but we'll fake it through it. So.
I'm not a tax professional, but that I do know. So that I can tell you for sure. I guess Reno was watching us while he is working on his Chewy business. Hi, Reno.
How are we supposed to talk about you, Reno, if you're right there?
Yeah, really. We can't talk bad about him now. He's watching.
I know.
So you should have gotten an email telling you where to find your 1099 in your Walmart seller account. If you haven't, do you know how to navigate where to find that, Heather? I don't have my Walmart seller store even open on this computer right now.
For the 1099?
Yeah.
You get an email and there's a link in there. It'll either be from Payoneer or Hyperwallet, whatever you use, and then just follow that link and it'll walk you through the instructions on how to print out that 1099. So check your emails for that and check your spam if you haven't gotten it. And I'm not sure what the dollar cutoff is. I don't know if it's 20,000 or you may be under the sales limit too. So
that's right. That's another good point. Same with Amazon, any of the third-party marketplaces, you have to meet a certain threshold before you even get a 1099. So let's say you sold $5,000 last year on Walmart. It's highly unlikely you're going to end up even getting a 1099. So, don't be scared if it's not there. If it's not there, it's because you didn't make enough to get it. Liz is in the chat. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Oh, MC is what I called you last week. Thanks for joining us again. It says in one listing, there are a lot of reviews, but very little Walmart verified, and there is no WFS sellers on that listing. Will it sell good?
So I think, it depends. You're going to have to do a test buy and see, right? As with everything on Walmart, I wouldn't be scared to test it at all. If there's, I definitely sell things that have 0 Walmart verified reviews. So just because that number's 0 doesn't mean it won't sell. If there are some verified Walmart reviews, then it does sell. So I would definitely test it. Don't go deep and see. And then, you know, I love those too. If there's no WFS sellers, sometimes that's a good opportunity to be the only WFS seller. So consider that. But, buy between 2 and 5. And if you want to test them seller fulfilled first, then you could do that. But if there are some verified Walmart reviews, I personally am trying to send as much in WFS as I can, but I would test it.
Yeah, that's what I was working on before Heather and I jumped on the show, because it is, after all, Walmart Wednesday. So I designate each day of the week to certain tasks. That just helps me stay focused on one thing at a time. So what I was doing in the back now is entering in all of my new inventory into the account, and as it populates, I'm converting it to WFS. I like to do that first. Heather taught me to do it that way. That way, when I go in to convert to WFS, it's really quick and easy to do that. Then once it's time to actually create the shipment, everything's already been converted, and it's smooth sailing from that point forward. Ryan is here in the chat. Hi, Ryan. Ryan just did a video in Home Depot, and I thought I should go to Home Depot more. I don't think about it often because, well, I'm not a do-it-yourself kind of gal, but I do go there when it's time to plant new flowers and things in the yard. And we have a Home Depot right up the road. I have checked their clearance end caps, and when I am in there, but I certainly don't take advantage of it enough. And I do know that if you have a reseller tax ID, you can buy tax exempt at Home Depot as a business, same like the construction workers do. So, that could be a nice thing to add in to the mix for buying things from Home Depot tax free and flipping it on Walmart if those brands or items are on Walmart.
Yeah, Ryan's videos have inspired me. I try to add in Lowe's and Home Depot into my, if I'm close to one, just go check out the clearance. So thanks, Ryan, for that. And if you don't watch Ryan, he has YouTube. Go watch him. He's incredibly
he's a friend of our channel.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I just jump right in to sharing MOA? I don't know how many of you have looked at MOA, but I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. I do have an affiliate link for Martyr, which is different than MOA, but MOA does not have affiliate links. And I do want to lead with, if you want to get it now, the reason why I got it early, and same with Heather, is that because it's in their beginning phase, and right now they only do Amazon to Walmart flips, they're charging you $9.99 a month for MOA. It is in addition to Martyr, and you'll be locked in at that $9.99 for life. I don't know how expensive it will eventually get up to be. I just know a lot of times with tools, when you can get in at launch and get locked in that low price, it can really be worth it. They do plan on adding in other stores like Kohl's and Target. They made a list of other stores they plan on integrating at somewhere. I don't recall where, but I want to show you what it looks like. So let me share my screen here. So this is MOA. I'm not sure. I don't think you can see my search bar up here, but it's martyroa.com. And then this says /products, probably because I'm on this page, but it is a different website to sign up for it. So what it does is it pulls items from Amazon and finds their match on Walmart. So this is specifically for Amazon to Walmart flips. It tells you what category it's in. It gives you Amazon's bestseller rank, the ASIN, and the UPC. And what I liked about this as I've been playing with it is that I like to then take this UPC if I think that this would be a good flip, and then just plug it into Google and see if I can find it at a different store other than Amazon. Because as we all know, a reseller more than likely bought this elsewhere to even flip it on Amazon. So that's one of my tips. It tells you Amazon's buy cost, Walmart's sale price, what the referral fee is with Walmart. And if you want to, it automatically does the Walmart fulfillment cost. But if you only do seller fulfilled, you can click this box and remove that. And you could plug in yourself what you would guess the shipping cost would be on something like that. And then it gives you your profit, your ROI. It links to Keepa right here. If you liked this item, you could add it to your favorites. You could also click this and open up, I believe, Martyr. Oh, I have to log in every time, I guess, because I was logged into this earlier. So it will open up that with Martyr, and you can open up the Keepa. Sorry, I have to share. I have to switch tabs. So it will open up Keepa Graph if you subscribe to Keepa. So going back over here, if we want to look at a certain category or a product, if you wanted to look for a certain product, like maybe we are shopping at, what site can I think of? That is a brand on Walmart. Why am I drawing a blank? Bath and Body Works. I could sort it by just particular brands that are on Amazon. It may not be and, it maybe is the and symbol. Body Works is two separate words, right? Yeah. And of course, we know that there's a lot more than that for Bath and Body Works. So that example didn't work out well. However, you get the idea. So you can type in a certain brand and do a search. I'm going to refresh this here. If you are somebody who's interested in a certain category, you could pull a category. Let's choose baby. Since I have baby on the brain, since I watch a little baby 3 days a week, I can plug in a min or max for bestseller rank on Amazon. We will do, let's say, 100,000. What this does is it will condense the results to a price limit that you might like. I'm going to enter in a minimum buy cost of $5, a maximum of $100. You can put in any criteria you want. You could have your sell price. Maybe I want my minimum sell price, if I'm buying it at 15, to be what, like $18? And I'll put in a maximum of $300. We can put in what we would want our profit to be. I would want a minimum of a $5 profit. And you can also plug in an ROI. My maximum ROI might be 1,000%, my minimum 40%. And then here it has given us, it has narrowed it down to the criteria that we chose. So you can see that sometimes the picture isn't an exact match. This is teal and orange. These don't show teal and orange. It doesn't mean it's not necessarily an exact match. You would have to click on it to see. These photos look like they're an exact match. If we click on this photo, it will open up the Amazon listing for this item. So you can see that here it is at the $38.57. If we go over here to Walmart, can you see the Walmart page? And then here we are on Walmart where it's selling for $97.99. Now here is the Martyr tool where we could plug in that Amazon buy cost of $35.87 just to double check if you'd like to. And you could see your profit. And it's being sold currently by Walmart. I don't know if Walmart is like Amazon, that it's hard to share the buy box with Walmart.
It depends where they have product. Yes, sometimes they will share the buy box, and I think it depends where product is compared to customers, et cetera. But I wouldn't exclude it just because Walmart's selling it.
Okay. And then you can quickly kind of glance at Keepa. You can see Amazon has been off and off the listing. So what I like about them showing Keepa graph is I like to know if something's selling really well on Amazon. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to sell good on Walmart, but I like to look and know these things. Here are some potty training pants. And they look like they're an exact match. And you would make 1036 on this one. And I want to take a look at this one over here on Walmart. Got a whole bunch of other tabs open. I'm closing up. Okay, so here it is on Walmart. And this is what I like about having the Martyr tool separate, just because I like being able to see some of this other data, like who else is selling it. They have 55 in stock. They're seller fulfilled. They are not the brand themselves. That's something else I do like to look at. So it was $48 here on Walmart, and at Amazon, it is costing us $24.99. So this one might be a good one. It definitely has sold before because there used to be other sellers on it, and you can see that they were also in the same price range. So this could possibly be a good buy as well. So that is kind of a quick rundown of how MOA can work and help you in your sourcing with Amazon to Walmart. I could show an example. I guess I should have done that, where we could take that UPC code and then Google it to see, can we find it somewhere else? Maybe it was originally bought at Target. Maybe it sold at Target even cheaper.
Yeah, that's good, Tina. Yeah, it'll be interesting this year, I think, to see, what other tools come out, as people are developing different tools for Walmart. So that's a good overview. I'd also, so when you sell in Walmart, you also have to unprogram your brain from the Amazon world. So, you mentioned not selling against the brand. I've
Yeah.
done that a number of times on Walmart with no issues. So, like repeatedly. So I, don't necessarily, you may want to hold back, but I definitely will sell against the brand on Walmart as well.
And I would say another thing to do, and this was one of Heather's tips to me when I first was starting on Walmart, which hasn't been that long ago. I haven't even been on there 1 year yet, is add, especially when you're doing OA, is add that item to your inventory because you're not in the store, right? You're at home. So add it into your Walmart account because you don't know that you're restricted on it right away, right? So when we're scanning with our Amazon app, we're getting that warning that says restricted and you have to apply to sell it and you need the invoice. Walmart, we really don't know if we're restricted until we have added it into our inventory. So when I'm doing OA, I'm adding it into my inventory and I'm waiting to see if I get flagged to be restricted on it or not. Then if I'm not, then I can go ahead and make that purchase.
Yeah. The other thing, in addition to just am I gated or restricted or not, is watching for price suppression on Walmart. So Walmart has bots that go out and try to find competitive pricing. So if Walmart goes out and says, well, Amazon has this for 20, you're trying to sell it for 50, they may unpublish your listing because they catch that Amazon price. So if you're doing OA for sourcing for Walmart, you really, really, really want to, publish that first and see if you're going to, get that, be able to sell it on price or not. Because I've had times when I've listed something that it's a brand I can sell, and then I get unpublished for price. And so I'll play with that and I'll just start dropping that price and see. And sometimes that price is lower than, my profitability goals. So I just pass on it. So you kind of want to be careful with that, in my opinion, if you're doing Amazon to Walmart flips.
I ran into that with a food product. In fact, it's funny today as I was going through my Walmart and adding things to my shipment, I have had this food item sitting in my Walmart account since like October that has been flagged because of the pricing error. And I finally just deleted it today. The ridiculousness of it on that one is same like with Amazon. This item cost me $8. I had it listed at $11.98 just to see how low they wanted me to go. And of course I wouldn't profit. And they still had it flagged as high pricing.
Yeah.
So I just went ahead and deleted it out of there today.
Yeah. I get some like that sometimes where I just give up, move it to another platform and be done with it. But,
and Ryan says that your listing speed will show an error with codes like comp and others.
Yep. Yeah. So there's a bunch of little things that are just a little different on Walmart, and they're all very, easy to work with and stuff, but you just got to know the little pitfalls that you have on that platform compared to the Amazon pitfalls. They're just a little different.
Yeah, there is a chocolate. Russell Stovers, you guys. Stovers. I'm going to go to their website right now. I bought directly from Russell Stover because and I should have thought of this for Valentine's Day, and I just didn't. But let me share my screen here. It's on. So I'm going to do my entire screen so I don't have to keep jumping around like I was before. It's faster. Okay. So I bought some chocolate here at Christmas time. So as you can see, you can get big cash back from your plugins like Rakuten or Top Cash Back. And that was big even at Christmas. I have a feeling that they always have high cash back. And so I noticed when I was on Walmart today that there's a lot of these Russell Stover's candies on Walmart. Well, when you get this big cash back from here, and the prices when I was buying from directly from Russell Stover at Christmas, I haven't looked today because I just now thought about it, is the prices were as much on the website as they were in Walmart, but I did get the cash back. So it could have been a really good idea to buy some Valentines directly from Russell Stover. I don't think they allow wholesale buying, but I thought about looking for that. No, I don't see wholesale down here. But that could be something that is worth a look. Because look, here's in bulk, a case of 18. I don't know how much these little ones go individually. They're already kind of breaking down this big heart. This has 52 pieces. I don't know how much this is on Walmart. Haven't looked. These Whitman sampler packs will go on sale at Walgreens quite often for, how much do they go for? I used to buy these all the time at Walgreens and sell them on Amazon. This is the normal price. So I don't know that you could profit from that, but take a look at sometimes the actual brand's websites and see if you can buy directly from that brand, get free shipping, plus get the Rakuten cash back. It could be really worth your while to source directly from the brand's website rather than, buying Russell Stover's in Walmart to flip back on Walmart. I'm a big fan of getting that cash back.
I just cashed out a bunch of mine over the weekend. So
yeah. And as I'm always promoting, then using your credit cards that give you the points on the purchases, and you don't always get those same points in store like you might online. And the cash back, you don't have that Top Cashback portal when you're in the store buying it. So there are definitely some advantages to online shopping, and there are advantages to in-store shopping.
Yeah, definitely.
And did you have a sourcing tip for today that you were going to share?
Yeah, I think just to kind of expand on, you showed MOA, which is Amazon to Walmart flips. I'm going to show you like what I've been doing lately with, Keepa. One of the things I do a lot of if I am sourcing online is I'm trying to source for Walmart and Amazon at the same time. So I'm often using tools and techniques that I would normally use for Amazon.
For Walmart.
Walmart. Sorry, I can't click and talk at the same time. So, okay, so can you see my screen? Can you see Keepa?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Okay. So, I think probably all of us have heard a lot about Amazon to Amazon flips and using Keepa to do that. Something I've been doing is on occasion we'll go in and look with that same concept in mind, but can I flip it over to Walmart? So for Keepa, you would just go to your deals tab and then pick a category that you want to source for. And there's plenty of good ones. And then I usually source early in the morning because a lot of times the good deals get snapped up pretty quick in the morning, but I'll show you my techniques. And then I just go through and I'm looking for things that are deeply discounted on Amazon. And then I want to see, if there's an opportunity on Walmart. So we'll just look at a few of them here. And it's not what I wanted to do. I want the Amazon page. So what I typically do is I'll open that up, and I do like to see it on Amazon because I can, like you said, I can quickly look at the Keepa chart and see what's going on with that. And then I'll usually source these one of two ways for Walmart. So a lot of times I use RevSeller as my profit calculator, so this may vary with what you use. A lot of times there's a UPC code in here that I may just use Martyr to with the UPC code, but I can also just copy the title and use Martyr and go that way, and less words is better. So I like to take some things out and see if I can find a match. This one's an Amazon exclusive, so it may not be on Walmart, but basically I'm just including Martyr in that search. Like normally you would look at this, is it an A to A flip? Is it going to be on Martyr as well? If Martyr doesn't pull it up, then this one's an Amazon exclusive, so I'm not going to do it, but I would also call up just the Walmart webpage and do a search for that item as well. Let me get back to Keepa. So
See that Squishmallow, that Ninja Turtle down 51%? I sold a ton of Ninja Turtle Plus plushes last Q4. So I wonder if he's on Walmart. I don't know.
What are you seeing?
You already passed him. He was like the second row up there, right there. He's got the red and eyes. Yeah. He's a ninja. He looks like a Ninja Turtle Squishmallow.
Interesting. So sometimes too, there's an opportunity. So on Walmart, I would highly encourage you to get ungated in the things that you need to get ungated in. So sometimes I look for either Walmart clearance like I did on the last show, or, this kind of flip to find things I can buy to get ungated on Walmart. So this one is sold by a third-party seller, it looks like. So I choose not to do that. Some people say that that's fine to do, but that's your personal choice and your risk tolerance. But this could be one where, so see, here's a UPC. So the quick and easy way, just the fastest, is to do a UPC search. That's going to miss some things, right? So it's only going to find listings that actually the UPC matches. So using words can get you more results, but it quickly pops up. So if we could buy this for $5, sell it for $18.95, the price is higher than the typical selling price. I think, Amazon's usually at, $15.99, $12, $13. So here's one that if you wanted to buy this, you could see there's over $5 profit. There are 12 sellers on it. You can decide what you want to do there. One review, I don't know, but especially if you needed to ungate in something, this could be a good.
But if we wanted to ungate, Amazon would have to be the seller that we're buying from, not the third party, right?
Maybe it would work on Walmart. I don't know. I haven't done it. So I just choose not to source from third party when I'm sourcing for, Amazon or Walmart.
Yeah.
eBay is another story, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. One thing, like Tina, you mentioned, and I just lost it. I lost Martyr. One thing that you mentioned, Googling the UPC to see if you could find it
elsewhere. Yeah.
One thing that Martyr does that I have found other sources, if you go down to the bottom of Martyr
Oh yeah, where it has that Google search.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let me go into it when I can.
that's a really good point. And I'm just so in a creature habit where I just paste it into Google myself.
Yep. And you might get different results, right? But I have had some results where I found another source that's even better. If you go down to the bottom and do this run reverse sourcing.
Yeah, and if nobody has Martyr and you're interested in it, in the description of this YouTube, I do have an affiliate link for it. I don't remember what that gives. I don't remember if it gives you a discount off or a month free for Martyr. And what does Martyr cost per month?
I don't know because I did a year and I
can't remember.
had a deep discount on it.
I'm a terrible spokesperson for Martyr.
Yeah, I know. So Mattel is one of the sources that they show. So if I were going to buy this, I would want to go see what Mattel.
Yeah, I love buying directly from the brand if I can, especially if their price is good.
And this one isn't, this is just where to buy it, but that's the process I would use for some of those. So, and then I just go back and forth, I just kind of scroll through the deals and find what I can find. And some days it's good. Like here's a 70% off Barbie. So, and I do like to kind of look at the Keepa chart.
And it looks like it's been out of stock for so long. So that's why Keepa, I think, kind of fell off because you could see down there that there were no sellers on it for quite some time.
Yeah.
I sold that doll last year. I was finding it at the time at Ross.
Okay.
And it was really hot that year.
A lot of times when Martyr there it goes. Okay. So it's $39.95 on Walmart.
I love sourcing like that. I mean, it takes forever to source, but it sometimes it's kind of fun doing a show where we're just sourcing.
So, there's the ROI. And there's no sellers on it. So we can see, I kind of like to look at the history of the buy box. So we can see there was a buy box winner at $44.98. So I feel okay on the pricing,
Yeah, and all at the tail end of 24.
In the price history, it has been up there. You can see that in Q4, they were getting that price for it. So it could be worth testing this one. There's no sellers on it. So somebody out there, if you want to go grab this, you could definitely test it. And you could sell it on Amazon as well. So if the test doesn't work well on Walmart, you've got someplace else to sell.
And you can really go down a rabbit trail because they're on Martyr, how you can click on the Google, the Amazon, the eBay right there next to set an alert. Because I do a lot on eBay, I've been trying to get in a better habit of checking the eBay link. Sometimes you're surprised that things on eBay might be going for higher than even on Amazon, or at least just as good, or you can still profit. Mm-hmm. So I have been enjoying checking things against eBay to see if there is any listings sold there.
Ryan's probably dying right now. He hates sourcing Barbies. He talks about
Ryan loves Barbie dolls. He has to prove his manliness by sourcing and making Home Depot videos when secretly he just left the store looking at Barbies.
Yeah.
Nicole heard Barbie. Look who showed up.
Hi, Nicole.
It's like her spidey senses must have said, I think they're sourcing Barbies. I just feel it.
Yes. So. So yeah, so that one is one that I would buy and test that, I'd buy some to sell on both platforms probably. So just different things like this one. So Uno's been annoying to me because it's one of my random red restrictions on Amazon right now.
Over the years, I have gotten restricted on Uno listings on Amazon long before their crazy recent shutdown. So Uno is one of those that has given me problems over the years.
Yeah. So I just, so that's one thing I look for is, if it's something that Amazon is going to restrict me on, then I just say, I would use Ryan's words and say some bad words, say, F you, and I'm going to go sell it in Walmart. But this one isn't profitable, so it's not worth our time. But, look for those opportunities where it's.
And what I like with what you're doing here with Keepa and the discounts is then taking that back to MOA. If we end up jumping on an obscure brand, now none of these are. Uno hasn't been, the Barbie hasn't been, the Ninja Turtle. But if we find something a little bit more unique that you don't always hear about, then we could go back to MOA and just plug in specifically that, like maybe Uno was unique and we're seeing these good Uno deals. Then we can go into MOA and just type in Uno in the search bar and see what comes up.
Yeah, and this one, if I were doing this sourcing, primarily with Walmart in mind, I would go, this would be, if I could sell it, this might be a decent, Amazon flip. So, your sourcing time's valuable. So I think the more you can just do the same sourcing for both platforms, if you're selling on both, then.
Well, yeah, you can do this for 3. You can do this for Amazon, Walmart, and eBay. Another thing I like about sourcing like this is right now, did you sort this to just be toys today?
I just clicked on the toy and games category.
Okay.
So we can pick another category if someone wants to see something.
Yeah, I like to look at grocery sometimes too, because grocery a lot of times is easier to obtain wholesale. And I like looking for those unique listings. Look, there's a 3-pack of hot sauces, which now is a bundle, which I'm avoiding like the plague. And Amazon is selling that bundle. But, things like this these listings sometimes are on Walmart too. And since Walmart is more bundle friendly, I like the idea of looking in the food category for bundles sold on Walmart, because Walmart food sells very well.
Yeah, and I think you could look both for this bundle and look for opportunities to debundle from Amazon. I'm going to buy something in a bulk quantity in Amazon, and then can I split it up for Walmart?
No, I've done that before. I haven't done that in ages. I used to buy during the pandemic. It was chili cans of like jalapeno chilies, the little miniature cans. They're like 1 ounce, 2 ounce, whatever they were. I used to buy them by the cases on Amazon, and then I used to resell them on Amazon in a 2-pack. And not only that, in the food category, once you get scrolling down, if you find a food deal that's good, then I like to go to that manufacturer's website and see if they offer wholesale. I love wholesale more than clearance shopping, and because I like buying directly from them and buying as many as I want.
Yeah. So, and then taking like our lead in rabbit trailing, right? So immediately I don't see a match on the bundle, but like think of some of these other hot sauce bundles, and can you bundle those up? And
hot sauces are great sellers. I love finding unique hot sauces. They've always served me well. So, I mean, that is a tip for anybody interested in that.
Yeah, like this Tabasco one, and probably most of us could get this at our local grocery store. It's on sale. So, okay. Any other questions on using Keepa to?
No, but I want to scroll down on the food just to see what's there, because now I just want to. Now I'm in the mood to look at what there is.
We can do that.
You can just scroll. I just want to look. Oh, look at that Morton salt. That ended up being good. And what's below it? What kind of sauce is that? That one that looks like a mustard, or it doesn't look like it sells great though. Whatever.
Wilbur's brand.
Never even heard of it. See, and that's the kind of stuff I like to find. Those different things.
Yeah, I don't know how it sells on Walmart. I've played with it a little bit on Amazon in the past, and
I've never even heard of it. It might be regional.
Well, it's one of those things. I used to source a lot of grocery, and it's a brand that my local grocery store carries. So I would like to find things that, I could find locally that not everybody in North America can find.
Right.
But I'm doing less grocery on Amazon now because of their.
Yeah, but it's great for Walmart. I love grocery on Walmart.
Yeah. So we could look at the Wilbur's brand on Walmart. Because they've got a bunch of stuff. They've got tons of sauces, and you can go to their website and look at stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cheap.
So it's really cheap. So Walmart's selling it. But here's one. Here's hot and spicy, case of 6, that's case
Now
of
I'm going to open up my Walmart. Tell me, how do you spell it? WOBE?
WOEBERS.
Because I'm going to see how it shows up for me, because this is one thing I've learned now, working with you, working with our, our group together, is that you'll see it on your end, because we ran into this during Q4, right? When it's like, you found, or Nicole found a Barbie and it was a great price, but for me, it was coming up more expensive. And then vice versa. I had a doll in my Targets here that it was showing up for me online at the same price I could get it for in store, and I didn't think it was profitable. So stop sharing your screen for just a second, because I'm going to show you what that sauce looks like on my Walmart. Remember, I told you I've never seen that before. Doesn't mean we don't have it, but now here I am on Walmart. And look you see how this is $18.29 for me.
Right.
Now the horseradish one isn't.
Yeah.
This one is $9.91, $22.02. I'm not getting those same cheap prices.
Right.
Because it's not available out here.
This is one reason you want to go in. So when we talked about, does Walmart share the buy box? So in this case, obviously they're going to, because they can't service every customer across North America. And that's where we come into play, is we can supply that, in other areas, whether that's seller fulfilled or WFS. But that
is, how do you know? How do you know that it costs that much for me out west from where you are at home? You see, because when you're researching it, you're pulling up and seeing what it costs for you locally, and you would think, okay, it's not profitable. But if you sent it in, it is profitable once people in the West Coast see it. And
what I would want to do, though, is look at the other sellers, right? So if Walmart's the only one on the listing, in it for $2.53, then I may or may not try to list it. If I see that there's other sellers, Walmart's selling it for $2.53, and I see other sellers are selling it for $18, $19, $20, $21.
And that's your clue.
That's my clue, right?
Interesting.
So, you've really got to look at, the other sellers. It tells you a lot more information than just what the inventory is and how many sellers there are. You kind of got to think about, what does that mean? Because Walmart is very different from Amazon. Amazon just has their warehouses, right? Each Walmart store across North America is a little tiny warehouse of things, but they all carry different things.
Yeah.
So, you and I are, like we talked about, have got different products. I sell a salad dressing that in St. Louis, you can buy it at Walmart for $5. Or you, Tina, would have the privilege of paying me $20 to $21 for that.
Because I don't have it here.
Because you don't have it.
That's really, I don't know why that light bulb moment went off for me just again with you sharing that. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to test that theory based off our Q4 of sharing some leads. It may make me want to ask more even in our group, hey, look this up on Walmart, see how much it costs for you.
Yes.
Because I'm finding this really really interesting for some opportunity that a lot of us may be missing. If everyone watching already knew this and I'm just a dum-dum, let me know in the comments. But if this is also eye-opening to you when you saw what that sauce cost for Heather, where she's located, versus to me across the country, what it cost, let me know your thoughts on that. And would you have also passed up an opportunity? I passed up some dolls in Target at Q4 that were like $19.99. And for Heather and Reno and some of my friends across the country, they were showing up at like $60 online. I was like, what? It's only, 19 here for me. Yes, I put this, this is one of the things I've got to, I say this every time, I am so bad about asking you guys to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, show us some love, especially if you like watching the show, because it helps us on YouTube. It helps us grow our channel. Nicole says you're not a dum-dum.
Yeah, I like it too. Like sometimes I'll see if I'm sourcing online on the Walmart website, and I can see that I can pick up only 3 of them at my local store, and only at a couple stores, and all the rest of them are out of stock. And then I look and see, okay, how many does Walmart say they have, and what are the other sellers' prices? And you can kind of piece together that, yeah, this is a good flip for me. I can buy.
When I would see the other sellers with those high prices, I would think they're never going to sell that because they're priced so high. I mean, clearly these are only going for $10. They're going to be there forever with theirs listed at 30. I'm going to sell mine so fast. I never put the two and two together that they are priced high because possibly other parts of the country that it's not available, and that's the only price that they're being shown.
Right.
I love when I get stuff out of our show for myself too. It's like sometimes we do shows and I learn.
Yeah, and I think Walmart is so new for everybody, and it's a different animal than Amazon is. Your network is important, and have those conversations and share things with each
Yes.
other, and you'll definitely learn things from each other. So
Yeah, don't be afraid to talk to other resellers. In your early years, a lot of times you're scared because you think, oh, someone's just going to think I'm a weirdo. Why is this stranger just talking to me? But once I started reaching out more to sellers, or if another seller reached out to me, I always answer people back because I feel like they were brave enough to reach out, and I know that can be scary for people. In real life, sometimes you're extraordinarily shy and it's hard to open up to people. But online, you think, well, I'm just on the other side of the keyboard. If they don't answer back, oh, well, And it's really nice having that reseller community where you can talk and share, and we all have something to learn from each other.
yeah, I agree.
Okay, I don't know what we have in store yet next week. I do know there was something that came up in our chat today that we thought about sharing next week.
So Nicole asked a question of us today. So let's say you sold an item on Walmart, and then you sold out of it, and you retired that listing. You closed it, and then you find it again and you want to sell it. So one thing you can do is go into your catalog in Walmart, and then under the filters, you want to filter and look at your retired items. So go to Life Cycle Retired. And then if you want to reactivate that listing, edit it, and then go change the end date to a date in the future instead of a date in the past, because it'll be the end date will be the date that you retired it. So that's one way to do that. Yeah, that's a good question that was asked of us earlier today. Something else we forgot to do with the taxes, along with your 1099. So you're going to get that and download it and have that. The other thing you may want to do is go into your Seller's Central account over on the right-hand side under payments. And then in that view, there's a pull down to change your date options. You want to change that to annual summary, and then you can get your annual summary for 2024. And that'll give you all the detail on your fees and shipping and all those fun things for when you're doing your taxes.
Yeah, and that's really good information to know, because I know everybody's starting to gather those paperworks to get theirs done. I know I've been starting a little pile and printing off information. With that, you guys, thank you for Nicole. I know I'm not going to post that one, but yeah, we can all read it and laugh. So with that, you guys, thank you for watching our show today. We will be back next Wednesday, me and Nicole, talking reselling on our She-Commerce show. And then the Wednesday after that, we alternate back to Walmart. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you are interested in watching more of reselling news, not just Walmart, but all reselling news. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.